statement that I've given you. Okay, today main thing is I'm resigning as a member of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly MSC3 Consultative Committee because I want to have this with my resignation, put on record my fervent protest against any unauthorized, illegitimate, and improper conduct of the Sarawak State Government, which may arise from the lack of transparency in its negotiation with Petronas and the federal government for settlement of the state sales tax owed by Petronas to Sarawak, acting outside the purview of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly and the MSC3 Consultative Committee. Of course, you have noticed, this was last week actually, that the DCM Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan said that the settlement and agreement between the National Oil Company Petronas and Sarawak in regard to the payment of the Sarawak State sales tax will be made known after August 3rd. He revealed that a joint committee comprising of members from the Sarawak State Government, the federal government, and Petronas are still in the midst of negotiating the final detail of the terms and conditions and will only announce the outcome when the time comes. Prior to this, of course, the Chief Minister he had on June 12th, because he emphasized on the exercising of the executive power. So I have to remind them that if we are doing that, we are actually repeating the same mistake that was made in 1935 when we divested one person, divested all the ownership of our petroleum resources, that's to the oil and gas, altogether to Petronas. That was that, without going through the Sarawak State Assembly. And this State Assembly, MSC3 Consultative Committee, this was at our last meeting that was on June 10. We said that the PDA, the Continental Shelf Act, Territorial Sea Act, contravene Article 2B of the Federal Constitution. Any act or conduct continue to legitimize the unconstitutional federal legislature is tantamount to a repudiation of the Sarawak Alteration of Boundary Orders in Council 1954, Sarawak Land Court 1958, the Sarawak Oil Mining Ordinance, the Sales Tax Ordinance, and our Malaysian Agreement 1963. So our consultative committee therefore categorically express its cardinal principle to safeguard our sovereign right to petroleum found within the territories of Sarawak as inalienable rights and non-negotiable. It does not matter how much the Sarawak State Government can negotiate on the payment of the sales tax. The High Court has already ruled on March 13 this year that Sarawak is constitutionally empowered to impose sales tax under Article 95B(3) of the Federal Constitution. It is a decision of the court that the State Sales Tax Ordinance and any subsidiary legislature met under it, including specifically the State Sales Tax, Taxable Goods of Tax and Sales of Tax, Amendment Number 2, Order 2018, are legal, constitutional, and valid, and henceforth the notice of assessment of sales tax issued to Petronas by the State Treasury. For the year 2019 alone, it is believed that Sarawak is seeking for RM 2.878 billion sales tax, which Petronas has not paid. So on June 10, the Consultative Committee has appointed a negotiating team headed by Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Dato' Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah to negotiate and participate in the negotiation with Petronas and the federal government, so that the Consultative Committee can advise the State Legislature Assembly better. Until today, members of the negotiating team appointed by the Consultative Committee has yet to meet. Neither have they met with the working committee appointed by the state government, nor have they been invited to make representation to the working committee. Yet the joint committee, said to consist of members of the Sarawak government, the federal government and Petronas, are already in the midst of negotiating the final details of the terms and conditions for the settlement and agreement between Sarawak and Petronas. It is most unfortunate that the Chief Minister and the state government has chosen to negotiate with the federal government and Petronas by exercising its executive power. By conducting itself outside the purview of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly and the MSC3 Consultative Committee, the process is no longer transparent and is in danger of being labelled as unauthorized, illegitimate, and improper. The DUN has spoken about the former CM having illegally and improperly exercised his executive power in 1935, which had thereby caused Sarawak to be deprived of its power, rights and privileges over the ownership and control of our wealth in petroleum resources. But we are about to witness the same unauthorized, illegitimate and improper exercise of executive power being repeated 45 years later. It is worse in this occasion because it's done by knowingly and intentionally ignoring and defying the command and aspiration of the DUN. The trampling of the wishes of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly is an operation and the defiance of the Assembly, which expressly required that the representation from the Sarawak representatives must be consistent with the objectives of advancing and safeguarding the special interests, rights and position of Sarawak as enshrined in MSC3 and the Federal Constitution, and that the representation should meet the expectation of Sarawakians for greater autonomy and devolution of power to the state. It is untenable for me to remain as a member of the Consultative Committee and a member of the negotiating team, as the roles, interests and purpose of the Consultative Committee have been ignored, flouted and slighted by the exercise of an executive power. It will be an affront to my public office as a member of the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly and the Consultative Committee. This is no longer 1935. It will not take another 45 years, for the DUN and Sarawakians to be enraged by the civil. It's okay. Unauthorized, illegitimate and improper conduct of the executive power. I would expect the next sitting of the DUN to question, invalidate and nullify the use of such executive power to negotiate settlement and agreement with Petronas. With regards our sovereign and autonomous rights and interests of Sarawak and Sarawakians, who are territorial domain and all natural resources found therein.